Give me a second. Oh wait, I should probably go back to our. This staying in too. That's crazy. This is staying in. That's crazy. Hey, what's up, Tamers? It's Dev from DevsUtopia here, and welcome back to the sixth episode of Tamer Talk, our podcast where we try to keep you guys up to date on all of the latest news revolving around the Digimon TCG. Still here with me is Effusion and Fluky, the same old cast that we've had since day one, and eventually, just eventually, we'll have a guest appearance. Maybe, I don't know. People are busy, so. And in this episode, we're going to mainly be highlighting a lot of the leaks that have been happening in BT8, and then we're going to be talking about a lot of the early BT6 tournaments that's been happening in Europe, since North America does not have BT6 yet, and we're still stuck in BT5. Say hi, everybody.
Hey,
What's up?
hey guys, how's it going?
It's been so long. It's been so long since
Yeah,
we had an episode. Like,
It really
yes, yes,
has.
it has.
oh, and by
There've
the
been
way,
changes too.
I mean, I don't know what. Like, okay, I fixed. This goes out to everybody in the comments that were also like letting me know that there was a lot of audio issues. I believe I fixed it for this episode. I don't know how to fix it for that previous episode. I don't know what the heck was going on. So hopefully this one is fine. I listened to the audio before we even started. I did like a little test recording. So I don't know what happened with that last one. For some
Yeah, let me
reason,
check
like
it out.
last video, it was like my voice was like way too low and you guys are extremely high. So I don't know.
Oh, that could be Discord, so you might have to like turn our volumes down in Discord.
I mean, probably. But, I digress. Let's move on to like the weekly recap as we look at some more BT8 leaks. And we just enjoy more and more Digimon. I've just got my own freaking channel still up. So, oh my gosh, there is a lot. If you guys have it, so if everybody's been like sleeping under a rock, first things first is we now have dual colored Digimon and option cards. And dual colored actually meaning the nameplate has both colors. It's treated as both colors without having a text above the nameplate, having that active ability so that you can actually. The main difference between this and previous dual colored Digimon was they were quote unquote dual colored as long as they were in the play area. Now, as long as you have that associated color, you can keep your Digimon in the raising area and Digivolve in the raising area and keep your Digimon safe. And they're considered, for example, like I'm looking at like yellow and purple while in the raising area and not just also in the play area. If that makes
Right.
sense. I hope I'm not going crazy.
No, that's about right. There's also another difference too, where most of those cards like Shikakumon or what was it, Silphymon, they're only those different colors on your turn, not your opponent's turn. So they're
Right.
still back to their basic color
And
on your opponent's turn.
Rebellymon, I think, from set 6 as well.
Rebellionmon.
Yeah,
Yeah, Rebellionmon. You're right. You're right.
that's
Rebellionmon
considered
was
a
like
white
that too.
Digimon on your turn.
Yep. You're
Um,
correct.
so yeah, both turns. Period. Both turns. Period. We've had a lot of a lot of stuff that got released. So we're gonna basically be highlighting a lot of the like super rares and anything that we find extremely cool and powerful. And the first that we're
Right.
gonna go over is the most recent one, beat Belial Devi Vam
Wait, are you talking
Demon.
about Myosma?
Yeah,
Wait.
it's
Yeah, it's like the
translated to
new
something
So
Venom
different.
Myotismon
So
thing.
Yeah.
okay, so for over here in America, we based on what I saw because I did rewatch the anime.
Right.
We call him Malamyotismon, who is the newest purple SR.
But is it
When I first,
Malio again, or is this one a different version of
yeah, no,
Maliotismon?
it's the same one. It's the same one. So
Yeah.
the Malamyotismon deck you guys played before, it's the
Right.
same one. It's just a different
Different
it's just a
form,
different look.
different
Yep,
look.
but
Okay.
it's the same. It's the same Digimon though. It's the
Right.
same one from season 2 final boss
Okay.
of the Digimon anime.
Yeah, it has a.
Question.
Oh wait, go ahead, man.
I was about to ask, like, is this how his name's normally translated in
Japan.
Japanese?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay, I
in
just figured that.
Japan, they called him Vampdemon
Okay.
to make more sound like a vampire since he is a vampire. But here in America, we call him Myotismon. I
Okay.
don't know why the translation was different, but I do know that over here we call him Myotis. Over there they call him Bali. I guess to sound more like a vampire.
Quick
Yeah, it's for the
disclaimer.
kids, baby. It's for the kids.
Quick disclaimer on my side. You guys are seeing my screen. Of course, we're social distancing and doing all the things correctly,
I'm doing it right. I'm
using
far away.
technology. Oh yeah, that's also probably it too. But I'm going to be jumping from DigimonMeta.com as well as DigimonCard.dev. Uh, DigimonMeta.com usually has the leaks almost immediately. They have like a really good team, while DigimonCard.dev has to do a lot of editing and make these cards available for if someone wants to proxy, so they don't want to get the translations wrong and they might take a little bit longer. So if you keep seeing me switch tabs, that's why. This Myotismon has been recently, I think earlier today, this morning. So it's gonna probably take DigimonCard.dev a little bit just to catch up, which isn't a problem.
Yeah, I mean the effects seems pretty good for a purple deck though, right?
Right. Okay.
Like,
Yeah, let me get into that. So the play
Yeah, let's get
cost
into it.
is 13. It digivolves from a level 5 for 4. It has 12,000 DP. It's a level 6 purple Digimon, and its effect on play if you have 5 or more cards with Myotismon, ignore the Demon, in their name in your trash, delete one of your opponent's unsuspended Digimon and trash one card from the top of their security. And then its second effect reads, when digivolving, trash the top 5 cards of your deck, and then if you have a card with Myotismon in your trash, gain 1 memory. Um, Part of me is
I like the
wondering.
first one.
I like the first one, but I'm like, I wonder if we're gonna get a lot of stuff that reduces its, play cost.
so actually, a cool thing about this card, because I thought the same thing when I first read it for you guys, and then I saw the Tamer for it that actually makes it better.
Okay. Oh, it's right under.
Mhm.
What is
Yep.
this dude's name?
Oikawa, yeah,
Yukio?
yep,
Yukio?
Yukio.
Okay.
Yep,
Oikawa Yukio.
Yeah, just
yep.
scroll down. Play cost of 3. First effect is both turns. When your Digimon with Myotismon is deleted, you may suspend this Tamer to gain 1 memory. And then secondary. Am I leading the same thing? End of opponent's turn. If this Tamer is suspended, by deleting this Tamer, you may play 1 Belial, Van, Demon, Myotismon, whatever, from your trash without paying its cost. And security effect, play this card without paying its cost.
It's kind
That's
of
really
lit.
cool.
Yep, so you can kill it, then bring back like either one. You can bring back this one from set 8 or even the one from set 1.5, and you have both of them to help you out at that point.
Yeah,
So this
it's
is really good in my
it's.
Osman deck.
I guess
Oh,
now
dude,
I
literally, that's
can.
all it's for.
I'm glad that I have my playset of the promo Myotismon now. So I'm like, yeah, I like went out of my way to get it, and like, okay, finally, can you finally use at least 2 of them? Because at
Yeah,
first it's gonna
and
be like a Myotismon like tribal deck.
Yeah.
yep. And with the EX set, with all the Myosmon support, like I remember there's a lot of Myosmon cards in there that could help you guys out too for that deck.
EX2 or EX1?
Is there a difference?
I
I
think
didn't know
there's
the
2
EX2
different
coming out.
ones.
Oh
Yeah,
no, you're right. There's EX2 coming out later,
yeah,
but the
not for
EX1 I'm
America.
talking about, yeah, the EX1 we're talking about is EX1.
Right.
The one that we are getting.
In
Um,
December, I think, or maybe
I
January.
guessing I'm guessing January. At this point, I'm guessing January because I'm not sure. Don't quote me on it. On the roast me in the comments about it. I'm just saying that like it will be somewhere.
Right. Okay. By the way, before we keep going on and on about this and all that, North America is still in set 5. There's been multiple
Yeah,
delays.
unfortunately.
Sadly, I think it's out of Bandai's control, but I haven't
Mhm.
done too much research into it.
Um,
There's been a lot of delays everywhere, to be honest,
yeah.
in a lot of other card games. So, like, again, like me and Mike are probably just like the only people that's like really not really upset about it. There's a lot of people online, crying and hollering, not crying, but you know,
Um, there are a lot of people that are
Mourning.
mad about it just because of the
yeah,
fact that like it's taking so long to get everything nearby, and
right,
the fact that there's, I think the thing that made it really really bad was like the fact that the other countries
already
that
have
have
it.
it,
Mhm.
as not just to have it, they can enter tournaments with them,
Yeah,
which makes it
well,
harder for a lot of people over here. Because like
no,
if they couldn't use the
but that one,
tournaments, then
it's like all of the regionals for North America are only set 5.
right, no, I'm
Oh,
saying that
you
like
mean
all the
like
other,
fan made? fan-made tournaments?
Yeah.
Okay.
No. Oh no, I ain't fan mates because like remember the what was it the Grand Prix that just happened recently over in Europe or Oceania just
Mm-hmm.
had tournaments and they can use set 6.
Well,
While
but
over
that was
here we
only
still
for Europe, though. Those were
right.
well.
No.
This really comes into the idea of if you're entering in other tournaments of other countries, you got to deal with set 6. But if you stay in North America and like they were advertising, like these tournaments are for North America, these tournaments are for Latin America, these tournaments are for Oceania. If you stay where you need to stay, for example, if we're in North America, we shouldn't be entering Oceania tournaments. And I know that
Right.
people do it so they can get those shiny cardboard and everything. But if you don't have BT6 and if you haven't paid the fees or like they have it, they're selling it. A lot of people are waiting for just North America to get it because, of course, support your local game stores and
Right.
etc. But at the end of the day, it's not Bandai's fault that North American people are signing up for Oceania tournaments. It's
Right.
they're
I
not
agree.
saying
I
you
agree.
can't, but it's
It's
Why are
not.
you doing this?
It's
why
not
are you doing
recommended.
it? It's not
Yeah.
recommended, especially if you're not playing anything that can actually hang with everything in BT6 because that's how card
Yeah.
games work, Like
Mhm.
I shouldn't
Right.
be able to play BT2 and have my deck strictly BT2 and be able to win against almost every BT6 deck. That's just not how card games work.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
It's one of those things where um I can understand from a Michigan sorry, not Michigan, I'm sorry, a US player's point of view where like it does feel unfair that like that most of the other countries can use the cards before we can use in their own countries and tournaments and we can't. But then it was like we we also had to just tough it out because like we had experience like this before and
Yeah.
technically Europe like your other countries did have the same thing that we had to go through we go
Right.
through now where before they couldn't get what was it set 4 set 1.5 and we had got it
Right.
earlier. It was like to disagree but it was still like about like a week or two
It
before
was
they got it.
it was still one of those things, man. It's just like it's happening to North America, so people are extremely upset or whatever, but they don't realize that this has happened to other stuff. As soon as it happens to them, they're upset.
Mhm.
But when it happens to
Yeah.
everybody else, they don't care, right? So now that,
Hypocrisy
Yeah.
at its finest, man.
online,
Hypocrisy.
man, like this is the internet, man, and it's like if you really want that shiny cardboard, if you want that participation card, I don't know what to tell you. There are no
Right.
rules saying that you can't, but at the
Right.
same time, it's like you should look at the fine print and just be like, my advice to all of the people who do this is either tough it out or just wait
Yep.
and enter that
Which
tournament with your best deck and try your
Yep.
best.
Yeah.
Um,
um
but yeah, Europe
oh
and Ian, the English format right now is BT6. North
yep.
America is the only place that doesn't have BT6, available for
Yep.
purchase yet. So
Yep.
like that's the biggest thing. I've been seeing a lot of other content creators, North American content creators, kind of get flack in the comment section on like Facebook and in their own YouTube videos because they keep saying like, oh, since everybody's stuck in EN, da da da, and they're like, oh well, actually not everybody, but
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
um,
Well,
Words.
well,
it's
we
like
can talk more about
words are
that later, don't
oh yeah,
you?
right,
Yeah, we can talk about that a little more late, later
yeah,
on, right? Because we still
right,
have like
a
we have a big,
bunch.
a big like leak and everything like that around some of that. So we could probably just talk about that later, don't you
Okay.
guys think?
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so on
Yeah, I'm cool with that. I'm cool
yesterday,
with that.
November 3rd, Bancho I don't know how to say his name. This is the last
Oh,
Bancho character that
yeah,
finally
Bancho
we finally
Manzi.
Bancho Manzi.
Mamemon,
Basso.
Bancho
Yep,
Mamemon.
Mamimon. Yep, Bancho Mamimon.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no, yeah, he is the last one. We were waiting for him. So we finally have all the Bancho characters, right? Because we have everybody else
Yep,
now.
yep.
Um
Bancho Lily, Bancho
so Sting, Bancho, what's his name? Oh my gosh, I forget.
Leo, and
Leo.
Bancho Golemon.
Yeah, we have everybody else. So he finally, like Bancho Mama finally has his own card, and now we can have like everybody, everybody's here. His play cost is 11. He has 11,000 DP. He digivolves from a level 5 for 3. He's a level 6 black Digimon. And his first effect is when digivolving, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. For each of your opponent's Digimon, you may play a card with Mamamon in their name and play that, and it has a play cost of 10 or lower without paying its cost. Oh, that's pretty cool. and then trash remaining cards. And then its second effect is both turns. When you have another Digimon with Mamamon in its name in play, this Digimon gets security attack +1. That's really cool.
It's a nice little. Honestly, it's a nice card for a Manimon deck. Just because the fact that like there are a lot more of him around recently, so I think a lot of people will be excited to play him in all the decks that usually like run his little ball ball counterpress or whatever. That would be a fun deck, I think.
I don't think, because I'm pretty sure it's going to be one of those things where it's like Black has another. Okay, so Black has went through like a Renaissance era change of like everybody not really, in my opinion, of a lot of people not knowing really what to do, to Bandai acknowledging the fact that they probably need more power and more cards. This, that, and the other, you know what I'm saying? Because in my opinion, Bandai's been doing really good with Black support. Better than in the past, at least. They kind of steered away
100%.
from everything has blocker to just more of, okay, let's make it so y'all can kill people instead of, stalling out the game forever.
Instead of just being this shield now, they're trying to be a spear kind of deal.
I feel
Hey,
that's a good way to
say. You got good defense. Let's be counter. Let's do some damage.
Finally, right?
And so far in this set, I actually am very impressed with some of the Black cards. Like, did you guys see the Black War Greymon on the new one? Is actually really decent.
Fast. Oh, it's fine.
You're going too fast, bud.
My bad.
Yeah,
no, we'll get there.
He's gonna be on the thumbnail anyway. It's Black War Greymon. He is a level 6 red and black Digimon. With a play cost of 12,000 DP, Digivolves from a level 5, either red or black, for 4. And his first effect reads, when Digivolving, when this Digimon has a red card in its Digivolution cards, choose your opponent's Digimon, a black card, and its Digivolution cards. Oh, wait. Wait, what? Okay, am I reading this?
Okay,
I think the translation's a little bit wonky. I wanted to switch over to Digimon Card Dev. I got that open. Okay, let me try this again. When Digivolving, if there is a red card in this Digimon's Digivolution cards, you may choose your opponent's Digimon. And if there is a black card in this Digimon's Digivolution cards, you may choose your opponent's Tamers. Delete any number of chosen cards whose total play cost adds up to 6 or less. Oh, well, that's
way different.
I haven't seen a lot of other cards do this.
I like
as
that.
a level 6. Oh, and then second effect, all turns, once per turn, when your opponent's Digimon are deleted, you can unsuspend this Digimon. Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that's actually really good.
Because I mean, you can probably get this blocker anyway, right?
You honestly, you can get a blocker just because the fact of the Mega Dramon that whatever the flying dragon with 2 arm cannons is, and
Draymond, you're right.
And you can also give a reboot anyway because of the Toyagumons anyway.
Right. So now it has like, it's one of those things, man. It's just like you can give it reboot, you can give it all this other stuff, and now it has like that option to make a red variant just in case you usually want to get a lot of security attacks.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, man. Like I said again, man. It's like maybe this was necessary a lot sooner rather than later. But I just feel like Bandai's doing a lot better with black cards right now.
Right. I definitely agree with that.
I feel like they looked at the cards as a whole and like told themselves, "Hey, they can't do anything," because like historically speaking, they've had good monsters, but they've literally never put any real pressure on anything.
When everybody else is getting like jamming or +1 or +2 and this, that, and the other, right? It's like that question of like, okay, we need black to do the same thing. I know that they all have blocker, but again, that's not really going to help.
Yeah, exactly. It's a stall tactic. But the thing about this game is you can only stall for so long because like once someone builds their board, if they have abilities that can destroy your Digimon or
what just
do piercing,
flashed in my mind for some reason. Hey, Mike, do you remember when you entered that one BT1 tournament with Black?
Mhm.
and the dude
Yep.
was just like, "What am I supposed to do?" There was someone you put like, I don't know how many blockers you said you had,
Oh,
but
I
it was
had
like
about it was 10 blockers.
right,
Um,
and they went into time.
I
Yeah,
Yep, I had 10 blockers that they couldn't beat through,
Mhm.
and all of them had like reboot or something. So he couldn't get through the fact that they kept restanding, and with the tie out, they were too big. So and there was no like really board wipe back in the day besides Omnimon,
right.
and he was playing purple. So I was like, well,
I don't know
Wait,
what
you're
you're gonna
talking
do.
about me?
No, no, that was during a tournament. You didn't
You
enter in
sure?
that tournament
Okay, I
with
was
me.
about to say
actually,
It was right before the
Dev,
tournament. He
Dev happened
called me in the
twice.
middle of the tournament. Wait, what?
Yeah, no, it happened twice. So
Oh well.
Oh, okay.
happened to him, and I got in tournament.
Okay, well
Having
never
the
He
same
is
mind.
what
exact
happened to him.
thing. I'm like, yo, that sounds like me. I remember
Right.
playing
I was
against
like, you
that, and I
don't
couldn't
enter
beat to it.
webcam tournaments anyway. He's like, oh no,
Oh, yeah.
twice. It happened twice. Like, oh, neat.
But yeah, like, see, that was good back then, but now like we have,
So
like
much
you said,
removal.
Yep.
exactly, we have board removal, we have piercing, and the thing about Black also is like they have really, really strong, powerful Digimon on their side.
Yeah.
Like
Hmm.
War Greymon, a lot of the War Greymons are actually really good, but the problem is, what
That
can you
they're
get at the end? Blocker and then like
I mean,
which is
their
that one again?
inheritables aren't really doing too much for them. It's just, hey, yo, here's this extra thing. But now it
Exactly.
feels like they're going into this thing of like, hey, yo, this can do a lot.
Mm,
And now you have the choice of giving it reboot. You have the choice of giving it blocker, but you don't need to
exactly.
right.
if you don't want to.
It's not your any game play to have 10 blockers on the field that your opponent can't beat through. Now it's like, oh, I have more options, so it makes my play style more
Right.
versatile.
And I just feel like
Right.
this should have happened sooner. Oh wait, by the way,
Yeah.
I'm staring at the Agumon and Greymon. I'm just gonna
Yep.
read them right quick.
Go for
So
it.
Agumon, he's surprisingly a rare, so I think he's gonna have the foiling. By the way, I'm not sure if we've been over this before. They were talking. I think JP changed it to where rares have the foil for super
Yep.
rares, and I think we're
Yep.
getting the same treatment.
Yep.
Mm,
That's correct.
I think we
I
did
Um,
talk
I
about
saw some openings about that too. So rares are now hollowed out,
yeah,
and then super rares have a texture now.
right. So that's going to be really cool. So yeah, this Agumon is a rare. Its effect is well, black level 3, 2000 DP, play cost of 3. It can digivolve from a red Digimon or a black Digimon, but it is not black and red. It's just a black level 3 Digimon. Um, and it has the effect on play, reveal top 4 cards of your deck, add a card with Greymon in its name, and a card with Dragonkin in its type to your hand. Return the remaining cards to the bottom of your deck in any order. That's really cool because of the Dragonkin, because now you
it.
can just be as expressive. It doesn't have to be a Greymon tribal deck,
Which is nice.
and
Right.
that option is really cool, in my
More like
opinion.
a civilization deck at that point.
Right. The
Exactly.
cool
Oh,
thing about
community.
a really cool thing about this though too. Let's say you activate this effect and you reveal the Greymon and War Greymon, you can grab both because War Greymon is a Dragonkin.
Right, right.
Mm-hmm.
And then also I'm just gonna go over since he's right next to him is the Greymon. It's a common level 4 black Digimon. Digivolves over a red or a black Digimon for 2. Play cost 5, DP 6000. And then its opponents, it has the inheritable effect. Opponent's turn. If you have a red Digimon in play, this Digimon gains blocker. So it's like, hey, you got to still have your blocker in black. You got to still.
Something I like, especially with this set, is like I feel like they're capitalizing more on the multiple color types that they're allowing Digimon to become. Like
Right.
literally, these guys can be black or red, and you can digivolve into these guys.
Because
And
that's how
Right.
like,
Digimon is supposed to be, right? Because that's how you made it. This is how you made it different from Pokemon. It can digivolve. This flower can end up being like an actual lion or whatever. This, that, and the other.
no, you're
Yep.
right.
You
You're
have all
right.
these different routes.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Oh.
I guess that's what really makes me excited about all of these dual color options is the fact that it's more freedom to make decks. You know?
Exactly.
Yo, speaking of dual core options, actually, did you guys see the Dark Gaia Force?
Oh, dude, I was about to read it. Yeah. So, okay, first, this is the first time like I really was just like, huh, how come they didn't make that sooner? Because it's Black War Greymon with the guy. Like, Red has theirs. I thought that maybe they would have got it sooner and would have been only black, but I'm glad that it's black and red. It's a option
Mm-hmm.
card of a play cost of 8. It is a black and a red option card. And its effect is main. Choose any number of your opponent's Digimon whose total cost up to 15 and delete them. And then security, destroy one of your opponent's Digimon with play cost of 15 or less. So the main cost is going to have some thinking and like actually math. So it's oh my gosh, this is the hardest thing. You're going to have to double check your opponent's counting. And I think that's going to be the hardest thing for me to do when I'm barely awake. So,
Dude, I can't.
I mean, shoot, put this in a Agumon Bond of Courage deck. It's gonna be beautiful. Just be like, oh, I have Gaia Force and this. You had 2 security cards. Oh, it's a Gaia Force and Dark Gaia Force.
Imagine they play this, and they're like, okay, I choose the level 5 and that level 5. Like, you can't. That's 16. Like,
like
they both have play cost.
Wait,
8.
wait, why? Do you know math?
Do you know math? But why? Dude, yeah.
But why?
What were you saying, Fluke?
Count.
I can barely count when I'm like awake, so that's gonna be way harder. I have to be focused and paying attention now.
Remember,
but
he's not lying about 16. That.
Okay, chill, bro. You're not supposed to agree with me. You're supposed to say, Fluky, you're a great counter. You can do it when your eyes are closed.
Oh, why? I can't even do it. Oh no, I'm not trying to lie in front of Devin's community. You know.
This is.
I feel that.
100% transparency. It's not like I try to edit out every curse word that we say. Blah 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 blah. I was like. All right. So I'm about to. Should we look at some of these tamers? Okay, we should probably.
We should definitely.
I'm looking at Hida.
Hida. Which one?
Lori, November 1st.
Hida Yori. Yeah, I see him.
Oh, okay. So here, over here in America, he'd be called Cody.
Yeah. Play cost of 3. Yellow Tamer. Start of your main phase. If you have yellow Digimon in play, memory +1, and then your turn when your Digimon with 2 or more colors attacks. You may rest this Tamer to give one of your opponent's Digimon -2000 for the turn. I thought this was really cool because it's like, and we're going to assume the security is just play this for free because a lot of Tamers are just like that anyway. Is there a Tamer that hasn't done that yet?
Nope.
Having that security effect?
Nope. And I'm actually matching up the wording on Oikawa's with Cody's. Yep, you are correct. It says the same. It's the exact same thing.
Cool. First, just do you have a Digimon? Here's 1 memory instead of +2, because I feel like at that point, now we're in that kind of okay. This is the rules. If it has a play cost of 3, you're not going to get too much out of it. If it has a 3 or below, you're not going to get too much out of it. If it has a play cost of 4 or higher, it's going to probably be really cool in regards to Tamers.
Yeah, especially since they haven't introduced all those. So, I was like Tamer, that right?
No, I'm sorry. I think I have to sneeze, but I'm going to
stifle it.
Yeah,
stifle it.
Eventually,
I got
light. See my languages.
Ignore me. This is gonna be really early in the recording. What is this? Yeah, this okay, cool. That's 30 minutes in. I'll figure it out. Cool. Let me just write it down on my little sticky notes. I got sticky notes near my desk, by the way.
Sticky notes. I sneeze at this mark.
At this mark, 6:59 p.m. EST.
In the year of our Lord, 2021.
I put PST.
He sneezed as he's trying to explain a card.
Yeah, dude. It's gonna be great. And then since we're already near it, Digimon, or I think this is gonna be just called wait, who is?
Armadillomon.
No, I don't think it's gonna be.
No, it is Digimon. What the heck?
Yeah.
Armadillomon's the armadillo.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Yeah. So Armadillomon digivolves to the Digimon.
Right.
As well.
Armor evolution.
So Digimon has a play cost of 5. He has 5,000 BP, and digivolves from only a green Digimon. A level 3 green Digimon. He doesn't digivolve from yellow or green, only green.
That throws me off because isn't Armadillomon traditionally?
So there's actually a cool little thing. If you notice on so they start doing this now. You see this black text right here. On the card you see black text, and you look on
that's why you're reading. Okay.
Yep, that. You can digivolve Armadillomon for 2. So that means no matter what color it is, you can digivolve Armadillomon for 2 costs now.
Yeah, the armor.
Okay,
armor digivolution is going to be so cool.
Dude, it's going to be insane. People are going to have to actually read cards now to make sure that was legal. Pardon my language. Mark that.
There we go. 7 p.m.
Yeah.
Cool.
So we all
That's cool.
have a penny in the
I
jar.
just got my note. I just got my sticky notes out. That's cool. Thanks. Like,
Well, we'll put
I got like 5 sticky notes already. I was
so
playing.
5 cents in the jar. So
Yeah,
Fluky,
dude.
put
Yeah, I
penny in the
got
jar,
you.
bro.
And
I'll
like,
give you a
send us the
quarter.
jar. Send us the jar
I'll
when
give
it's
you a
all
quarter.
full. I need to do laundry. Uh, it's a level 4 green and yellow Digimon. And it has armor purge, which is basic. What was armor purge again? If this is going
So
to be deleted, trash
yep,
the very top Digivolution source. I think.
yeah.
Okay.
Um,
Exactly.
like the top of the stack of it. So
Yeah.
yeah, it should be the
Armor
top source.
release, armor purge. Eventually, we'll have an actual term. When it comes to America, we'll probably have a different term. When it comes to
Mm-hmm.
overseas, we'll probably have like something with digi in it or something. I don't
You got
know.
Digizord.
Yeah.
Well, hold on, we have Blitz. And what's it called?
Oh, it wasn't
We
called
got Blitz
Digi
now.
Assault or something. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yep. So
They
there's
were doing
hope.
better. They were doing better. Oh, by the way, it has to win attacking. One of your opponent's suspended Digimon gets negative 3,000 DP for the turn. That's going to come in
Classic
handy.
yellow. Classic yellow.
I mean, hey, at least green has it now.
That's
It's
true.
okay,
That's true.
Fluky.
Is a yellow Digimon with yellow effects that can go into green. So that's actually really cool.
Honestly,
Yeah.
since you have the Digivolve from Armadillomon, you can just like play like like the Rookie Rush Armadillomon that's just like a 2-drop. You can
Yeah.
just slash that in and then Digivolve over it like that.
Yo, that's
Um.
actually. Don't tell people that.
Yeah,
Don't
you
tell
right.
people that.
It's already on. It's already on his channel, bro.
It's great.
I'm about to send somebody on the channel, so
Rookie
you
Rush is
already
going
too
to be
late for
so
that.
annoying.
Yeah, I was about to say that too. Like green yellow refresh is going to be more powerful now because of this.
Yeah, you're right.
Literally, you attack. Minus 3,000
Oh, yeah,
DP, so I
screw
can
that.
beat over you
Screw that
finally. Let's
blocker.
go.
Yeah, I don't like that
Speaking of
blocker.
Armadillo,
Okay. Wait, let's
yeah,
look
speaking of
at
Armadillo, there's another one for him.
Submarine Mon, or wait.
Yeah, Samarimon. In America we call it Samarimon, but here
This
in
is submarine.
Japan it calls Samarimon.
Cool. Okay, so it has a play cost of 4. It Digivolves from a level 3 blue Digimon. It has 4,000 DP. It's a level 4 blue yellow Digimon, but it Digivolves from Armadillomon at 2. Again, like okay, people who didn't really watch the anime for Digimon,
Hello.
right? So armor, like what was it called in America? Was it just
Armored
armor Digivolution?
So it's called on Digivolution, and then whenever they activated the Digivolve, something called Digi Armor Energize or something like that.
Yeah, something like that, right? And basically, the rookie Digimon would either stay exactly the same, but they wouldn't actually like legitimately Digivolve like in season 1, first series, right? They wouldn't
Yeah,
Digivolve themselves. They'll get this armor and then Digivolve that way, but they
right,
weren't just going from like Agumon to Greymon.
right.
Yeah, it wasn't like
They
they
have
weren't
branch
going down a
evolutions.
normal tree of like
Yep.
Digivolution, if that makes any sense. It
Right.
was
It
more
was
like
like this
a
item changes their Digivolution. It's like Eevee,
yeah.
if you're like
Yeah.
Pokemon.
Uh, Again, I rewatched the anime, so based on explanation, that like I'm not gonna spoil too much, but basically they're getting the powers from the old Digidestined
Yeah.
to Digivolve into these new levels with the eggs.
Right.
Yeah, and it all revolves around their crest. So like
Yep.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember submarine mons, so I'm gonna talk about
Reliability. He was with Joe.
reliability. Okay,
Bro, if it's
cool.
not VMon,
Reliability.
bro, I was gonna be honest.
No,
Like,
I want to talk about VMon because I remember that tree mostly
you're
because
right.
that's based off the 2 main people.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't have to go into that right now.
But yeah, no, yeah. It Digivolves from Armadillomon, similar to the Digmon. It has Armor Purge again. If it's about to die, trash the top security. The top, not security. God dang it. The top Digivolution source, and then the second effect is when Digivolving, trash 1 Digivolution card from the bottom of one of your opponent's Digimon. Then one of your opponent's Digimon without Digivolution cards gets negative 3,000 DP for the turn.
Bye, rookies.
Oh, I should say this. I didn't hear you say this earlier. But when you do trash, like for Armor Purge, when you do trash the top Digivolution source, it actually saves it. I just want to make sure that's clear.
Yeah, it doesn't get deleted. If it would be deleted,
it's alive.
It stays alive.
Yeah.
And since we're right next to this option card that looks all sparkly, so this is Giga Def. Yeah, they're gonna change that. They're gonna change that.
Yeah, no. Here in America, they call it positron laser.
But we already have a positron laser though.
I know, but this is fighter mode. So fighter mode, if I remember correctly, was like Giga. Is either that or Giga Cannon?
Giga Cannon, okay. It has a play cost of 9. It's a blue and a green option card, and it has the effect: main, rest one of your opponent's Digimon, then choose up to 10 opponents' rested Digimon and send it to the bottom of their deck in any order. And then security effect: it has rest one opponent's Digimon and then choose one opponent's rested Digimon and send it to the bottom of their deck.
Ooh, that's kind of nasty. You literally just pick the same one you just rested.
I hate Kokaida's Breath. Anything that references Kokaida's Breath, bro. Return it to the bottom deck. That's my favorite thing, dude. Return to the bottom of the deck? Yeah, screw that, bro. I'm rather just return it to the bottom of the deck.
No, I think Dev has position right now to I'm gonna try to disown Kokaida's Breath as a blue option card.
No, I'm still keeping it. I don't care.
Right, not me though. That's me. I got the picket sign, and you're just like chilling, you're like eating ice cream and all that. And meanwhile, me like outside just with a picket sign. I hate Kokaida's, bro.
Petitioning. I'm over here just enjoying my life.
You just enjoy your life. Meanwhile, me finally, I'm dude. Like this, like Rattlestar was like the only blue option card that I was like, oh yeah, that probably can be a 2 of, right? But now it's like now we have this. Of course, it's 9 play cost, so I'm not going to be playing this like more than one.
Yeah, I was about to say it's really hard.
But like I just don't like adding back to hand. So if we can just have anything that just puts it to the bottom deck, that's what I would prefer.
Yeah, no, I understand that because like whenever someone can spec my yellow deck, I'm just like, oh, I'm playing Lord Nightmare. You know that, right?
You're just adding more fuel to the fire. No, yeah, someone okay, I was going against this Hex player when I was playing Lord Knight. And like, how do I say? I swung with one Lord Nightmon. My field was stacked. I swung with my other Lord Nightmon that didn't have Angie-Wonmon under it, and then I played a Nightmon, got rid of their blocker, Pickmon, etc., etc. And then I hit a Kokaida's Breath, and they didn't really want to bounce. They bounced the Lord Nightmon that had the Angie-Wonmon under it. Still a good play. Sad for them is I had a blocker that I then digivolved over, and then I used like a lot of like blinding rays, and then had another Lord Nightmon because you added the Lord Nightmon back to my hand. Yes, my hand was just good enough, but it's like, man, it's like, all right, here's another Digimon stack that can attack. It's like, thanks. Like you didn't delete it, so it's not that big of a deal.
It's like, oh wait, hold on, I can attack again. There's a Nightmare down here. I can digivolve, use again. Oh, that's so nice, Tamer. Thank you.
The best thing, right? It got rid of it. It got rid of it, but now it's like I just had to jump through a little bit more hoops, but it was like not that detrimental. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like it wasn't soul crushing, but it was just like, oh, okay. And then I just digivolved over my blocker, and I was like, oh, I guess I'm not blocking that much. And then I just digivolved with my blocker into Lord Nightmare.
Yeah, it's like, oh, it didn't hurt. Oh yeah, go ahead, man.
I feel like I have to say this. I shouldn't have to, but like, I like Kokaida's Breath because it's won me battles. Yeah. Is that what are you calling these? Tamer duels, Tamer battle, whatever. Battles. All right, it's won me battles before, but overall, it's not the best. It gives them too many resources, and especially if it's like late game. I want to say mid game actually. Like
mid game, I think it's the best.
You think so? I was
like, then probably thinking late game. I think early game is terrible. But mid game late, I think it's the best thing in the world. Especially when especially if your opponent's field isn't stacked. It's one of those things of if you're already losing, Kokaida's Breath isn't going to help that much. But if if you have a good shot, okay, right?
Yeah, like if your field's stacked, and you know someone's about to make like a big blowout play, which is going to destroy your entire field, but you can stop it for at least one turn. Then I'm like, all right, go for it.
And like again, like we make a joke about it. Like I don't care for it. It's not being in my deck more than one, but it's the only option card I got. So I'm playing it at 1 until Rattlestar comes out in America, in North America, right? Because that's just it's great.
6, baby, we're waiting for it.
Can't wait. Okay, I'm going to scroll down. October 31st, Halloween. This was really good. Fanimon, Fall.
Yeah, I saw that one. Yep. I saw that one. I'm excited about that one. I'm really excited about that.
These leaks were on point, dude. I'm telling you.
Beautiful
with the
card, by the way.
timing.
Beautiful card.
Reveal this on Halloween. That's crazy. Or wait, what's 31st?
Yeah, that was Halloween. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
That's
I
how
just
we.
want to make sure.
You know what's funny? Halloween's like one of the only holidays that like is actually on the 31st.
Okay.
Many of them actually aren't, if you think about it.
Yeah, they're like on like the 25th or 6th or something.
Yeah, it's like weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It digivolves. Okay, wait, let me go over this properly. It has play cost 12,000 DP. Digivolves from a yellow level 5 or a purple level 5 for 4. It is a level 6 that is purple and yellow at the same time. It has the armor digivolution. It digivolves from Ophanimon for a play cost of 2.
Yep.
And then its effects read: when digivolving, if there is a purple card in this Digimon's digivolution cards, delete one of your opponent's level 4 or lower Digimon, and if there is a yellow card, recover 1. I think you can possibly get both, right?
Yes, you
Like,
can. Yep.
then that would just
Yep.
make it even better. And then
Yeah. So like.
second effect is on deletion. I'm sorry for cutting you off, but I just want to read this.
Oh no,
before we
you're
go
good.
too
You're good.
great. Okay, cool. Second effect is on deletion. You may play a purple or yellow level 4 or lower Digimon from your trash without paying its memory cost. So what were you about to say, Mike?
So let's say you have like a dual color evolution source. It technically would get both because it has a yellow and purple under it, so it does get 2 for that. So yeah, you should be good with both.
We're not going to
Like that's
go over the starter decks, by the way. If you
nope.
guys want to do a lot of your own research and figure out a lot of stuff that we aren't covering here, I will have links to digimonmeta.com as well as digimoncard.dev so you guys can take a look yourselves. But we're not going to like take a full on. We're going to go over everything like we're doing set 8. But we will mention, of course, I feel like this is really, really promising, and you can mix it with a lot of the supporting cards that you got from the Mastermind Purple Yellow starter deck.
Mm-hmm.
And I
There's
feel
definitely a lot of good cards.
oh yeah, no, like for real, I agree. It's like the starter decks just kind of like give this deck a bump, in my opinion, since they're kind of like universal, as long as they're not just saying Mastermind on their effects. But I really, it feels good. It feels good to see that the starter decks aren't going to be like tossed aside. Does that make sense?
Actually, yeah, I like that because like I feel like a lot of games. Hopefully I'm going where you're going, but like a lot of games, you get a starter deck and you barely use any cards from it. But with this game, you actually reuse a lot of cards, and it actually
That's
makes
exactly what I meant. Yeah,
starter decks worth buying, especially like in pairs of 2 at least, because you got to get.
I mean, well, even oh gosh,
even 3
oh
probably.
god, dang it, 7:13 p.m. All right. That's gonna be a running joke of me just writing on these, or writing these swears that are gonna be edited out. But
Wait, did I swear?
even from like no, me, it was me.
Oh, cool. I was like, wait,
I don't
crap.
think I did. See, look, no, that's its count. The starter decks from starter deck 1, starter deck 2 and 3. Like you only use the blockers and then like the low cost rookies and then some of the option cards, right? And then now I want to say, for the starter deck, what was it? 9 and 10? Wait.
Starter deck 9 and 10 are the new ones right now.
Yeah. So with starter deck 9 and 10, I want to be able to use Digimon that aren't just the low cost rookies.
Oh no, I'm sorry, my bad. It's 7 and 8 that are the newest one we're getting, and then the one after we 9 and 10 with the purple and yellow and stuff.
With the purple, yellow, and then Imperial Dramon with the blue green. It's 9 and 10. Yeah.
Yep.
I want to use more cards from these structure decks.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to buy these and then never use them again. I want to grab more than just 3 cards from the structure deck, since they have more than that. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like I'm not trying to drop $30 on these 2 structure decks just to only use like 5 cards like one time.
Right. And like that's how it felt like it's been. I'm not sure if you agree, Mike, but it's like, again, this is like, oh yeah, the new structure decks came out for purple and black and green. Wait, yeah, and then it was like, oh, we're just using the blockers.
Oh yeah, you're talking about the recent one, right? So purple, green, and black.
Yeah.
And then now we're just waiting for.
We're waiting for the Gallimon and all force because it's been delayed to December. But I was just saying, like, you know what I'm saying about like buying these structure decks, but only
Yeah.
really using the blockers and not using any of the boss monsters, not using any of the
Yeah.
cards.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Like honestly, the only starter deck where I found was using like a lot more cards from starter deck in Digimon at least
Right.
was probably Red, just because of the fact that like
Gaia Force.
it was a blocker, the option, and there was a few rookies you could use too in every
Right.
Red deck. But it's like now it's like it's
Well, that
getting
was the
further on down
exception,
the road.
you know, and that's
Yeah.
the hardest part, right? Agumon starter deck. Wait, Red started. I think it was starter deck 1, but Agumon starter deck 1 is the most used like level 3 like red rookie in almost every deck because again it just gives it doesn't have to have a requirement. Here's 1000 DP. But again, red was the exception. So if you look at blue, Hammer Sparks, you know, duh, right? And then the blocker, and then of course again, like I was saying, the low cost Gomamon, and that was it. But if you look at yellow, it's the same thing of okay, Patamon maybe because a lot of yellow decks don't need Patamon at 4 anymore, right? Um, and then like Holy Test. Wait, what was it? Holy Testament. It was the removal that was only like 10,000. That got replaced by some other removal cards. In my knowledge.
Are you
To my
talking?
knowledge.
Are you talking about like
Judgment.
you
Wait,
said?
what was it called?
Wait, you're talking about the yellow option card or
From
the?
the starter deck, yeah.
Yeah, you're talking about Seven Heavens.
Seven
Seven Heavens.
heavens? Was it?
Yeah, you're talking about the 1000 DP reduction from yellow, right?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, Seven
Yeah.
Heavens, and then it kind of got
Yep.
replaced by stronger option
Yep.
cards.
Even Jab replaced it, and then
Yeah,
after that, it got replaced by
and then
what's the other?
set 6, we're getting a yellow card that just says -15, aren't we? So,
Yep. We get our
and
own Gaia Force for yellow. Just
yeah,
say, oh, 15 bet.
that's
I
going
have
to
a
be
question.
Wyvern's breath.
What's up?
Wyvern's breath.
Do
What's
you
up?
guys ever think that this game will reach the point, kind of like Yu-Gi-Oh, where some cards will stand the test of time? Like they won't be like good for one format, but then the next format will be like amazing.
I think so.
I
Yeah,
I
Think
think we're
so?
already there
I think
actually.
we
because
are.
if you
Like
look
we're
at Shoutmon, right? Is that the
yeah.
Greymon?
Well,
Remember the Greymon that gives 2,000 DP? No one was using that
yep.
until
And now
Shoutmon came.
Yep, and then now you look at set 7 over in Japan where you see like Shine Greymon, which was the meta deck
Right.
over in set 1.5. Then that like now recently just came back over there, and now it's just on one of
Going
the few
crazy.
decks over there. It's like going crazy over there because it's a hybrid something like that.
Right.
So it's like
I feel like we
every like
are. Yeah, like Mike said, I really do feel like we are in that kind of mode of
yep.
remember keep this card because you played a color. It might
Mhm.
not come in handy right now, but later on. But what else were you about to say, Mike? I'm sorry.
Oh, I was about to say also another example of it too. Um, it's more recent, but it is still a testament because I'm looking at Japan's meta too recently, and I keep seeing the same deck that's supposed to be coming over here to America in about a week, like 2 weeks from us, and that's Jesmon, who just is somehow still alive. And I'm looking at the cards we're getting right now, and I see Jesmon going to be around for a while too because these cards too from set 8 too. So I see Jesmon just living for a while,
And
All right,
speaking
now
of
which I'm okay with.
Jesmon,
I'm right.
I'm making. Speaking of Jesmon, I'm making proxies. Like we're me,
you're
Mike,
preparing.
and a few of us are impatient, and we are making proxies for set 6 because we want to get practice with set 6. And speaking of Jesmon, I was like making my like proxy deck, and like I was like looking at Baby Demon. That was like from set 1.0, special booster set 1.0, of like that even that egg came in is going to be in my deck at least. You know, of just like if you have piercing, I think it gives it like 2,000 DP. Blah 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 blah.
Mhm.
And it's like I just feel like we kind of are there. Of course, we need more sets, and then we need more time under our belt to actually like justify it even more. But I feel like we're currently there. So, what
All
were
right,
you
I
about
Yeah.
was
to
about
say,
to
Pookie?
I was about to ask, like, it's still kind of the same question, but I've noticed in most, like, the last question I asked, the biggest answer that I noticed was it relates more to Digimon, but have option cards really stood the test? Like especially deletion ones? Like I know Gaia Force is really good still.
If it's removal, I think yes. If it's not,
So
maybe.
yeah. So okay. The only option card that's not removal so far that I see has been staying around for a long time is Blinding Ray. That's really the only one, because the fact there's like 2 memory for taking out security, but yellow doesn't really care about that. Like yellow is just say, okay,
and the
let me
weirdest
get
part
advantage of
too,
that.
right? Hammer Spark has been dropped too, and it has been dropped out of decks and everything. And like, you know, I can't even say Hammer Spark because again, it's like what's called Azulormon Hex don't care about it that much. Bond of Friendship does.
It does because of the fact that it's a Rick Rush deck. It's a Rick Rush deck, just like the Bond of Bravery deck, where it's just like you rely on these option cards to help you Ricky Rush with Gabu until you digivolve into the bigger guys and just say goodnight.
Right. So you know, I don't think too many option cards have survived the test of time unless they're removal.
Yep.
But there are those like special, like, you know, exceptions.
Yep. And there's actually one before like we move on to like another card and like on links like that. But real fast before then, like there's also like that actually does something to do with this set too actually. And me, Fluky, and Dev can all agree about this. There's one deck in particular that stood the test of time since 1.5, and we all know it's a Purgatory. That deck has been alive, been in every single format, been in every single deck. Whereas UN, EN,
changes too.
Japan, like it's everywhere. He's still breathing.
The weirdest part too, right, is the fact that like JP now has more support for Imperial Jamon, but it kind of was just like, I'll survive even if I don't get it. I can still take wins even if I don't get it, but I like the support, right? So like, you know, when EX1 comes out for America, we get, you know, more options and searchers that we've, of course, the Imperial Jamon kind of needed. And then, of course, the starter decks where it's blue and green Digimon also help out. And then now we have fighter mode in set 8. So it's like that support took a while though, you know.
Oh, it really did. Yeah, you're right.
I feel like there's like really special booster 1.5, and now actual support in set 8.
Yeah. Well, EX and now 8.
EX
so yeah, just
like I was gonna say.
And Star Deck too. In Star Deck too, technically, because there's that Imperial Star Deck too.
You're right. I can't say, you know, that giant gap and all that. But what were you about to say, Fluky?
Yeah, my bad, Fluky.
I was gonna say like, obviously they were working their way towards fighter mode, but maybe just the way that the card was performing, they were like, maybe you could hold this off a little bit because this card in this deck strong.
100%.
Like we don't need to do anything.
Yeah. Like there has to be a meeting of just like, hey yo, no, we're not supporting that anymore. We'll make it tier 0. Yeah. Let's not.
Yeah.
Before we keep going, I want to talk about Flame Hell Scythe. It's the level play cost 6 yellow purple option card. And it has the main effect of one opponent's Digimon gets negative 6,000 BP for the turn, and then you can play one yellow or purple Digimon with 6,000 BP or less from your trash without paying its cost. I think that's amazing.
Yeah, that's really good.
Since it's a mixture of purple and yellow. Its security effect is activate this card to main effect, which also makes it even better instead of, you know, add it to hand.
For players like Fluky, you're gonna love this.
My favorite thing, right, is like they're mixing these colors together, but you know they're taking aspects of those like archetypes and everything, and they're doing it really well. They're not just, you know, putting anything on a card. They're like really thinking about, okay, how would these colors mix together and how would they play? You know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like it also, like going off what you said, like it's a amazing thing of what they're doing, but I also think it adds a load of creativity to the game. I almost said the word there. I caught myself.
I was like, I put my pen and I was looking at my, you know, I was like,
I heard it. I heard the click. I was like, nope.
Like,
nah, but it adds a lot more creativity to the game because, like, obviously we can see the cards and see the obvious combos, but like there's probably a buttload of combos that we haven't even thought of with these cards and these combinations that they're currently coming up with.
Right.
Yeah, just I can think of a few combos, but I'm not gonna say too much. So we're not talking about the star deck too much because it does combo with one of the star deck cards really well.
Right. Yeah, I don't. It's like we're trying to keep you guys up to date as much as possible. But I'm not trying to have you guys stay here for like 3 hours or 4 hours because we keep going over everything that we missed and didn't make a video about immediately. At first, there was nothing going on because we were waiting for set 6. So we didn't make all of the videos when the starter decks were coming out and everything. It was also scheduling and this, that, and the other. So, we apologize in advance. It took us a while, but we're back. But we always try to look at what's going on, and like this podcast isn't just, oh, something new just got announced, let's immediately make a video on it. It's, oh, okay, cool, a lot of stuff is happening in the competitive scene, and then like these cards got revealed for the next set. Let's all put that together. Let's have a big video talking about it. And like, because of this, again, like there's links in the description that will allow you guys to just go and check all this stuff out yourself and read it yourself. Because again, I'm excited and I'm reading anything that's blue green immediately. Next card we're gonna go down over. It's like, by the way, for you guys, for my co-hosts, go like to October 28th. I'm looking at the levels, the black level 6.
So you're looking at the new X anybody. Let me see.
Oryumon.
Oryumon. Yep, Oryumon.
We've never promised that we're good translators.
My tongue's about to have a spasm because of how hard that is to say.
Right. Okay.
Yep.
I don't know. I've been like ogling black right now because again.
They look so beautiful. I love the card design for black.
Oh yeah, dude, tell me, they're going crazy. So it's a level 6 black Digimon. Digivolves from a level 5 black Digimon for 4. It has a play cost of 12,000 DP, and its first effect is when Digivolving. By putting one X antibody card from your hand to the bottom of this Digimon's Digivolution cards, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with a play cost of 7 or lower. So a lot of level 5s and lower, basically, or just some special. I don't think there is a level 6 that has 7 or lower play cost. So specifically level 5s and lower. And then the second effect is your turn once per turn. When your Digimon's Digivolution cards is increased by your effects, until the end of your opponent's turn, this Digimon gains 2,000 DP and cannot be deleted by your opponent's effects. And then it has the inheritable effect, end of attack once per turn. If this Digimon has Alphamon in its name, unsuspend this Digimon.
That's pretty good.
That's nice.
Like, that's pretty good for Alphamon.
Yeah, like Alphamon gets support later on. Like, see, look, they're trying to go crazy with the support now, man. I'm telling you.
They just want power, man. They're trying to make them like a pseudo red.
It's just like
point.
It's not as aggressive red, basically, right? It's just like they're copying. They're not copying. I wouldn't say that. It's like they're darring the aspect of red of getting a lot of DP. But in my opinion, like they're doing a better job with just being aggressive, but not that. Like if you really wanted to be aggressive, you would stay at red. But if you wanted something else, you would look at the newer black cards. But if you only want it to be aggressive, then you stay to red. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah, I get what you mean. Like they're just going aggressive a different way.
Right.
A way different way.
Yeah, they're trying to be aggressive in a more versatile way instead of just going to like the straight shot that red always does.
Right.
Yeah, like red's always been the attack, and black's always been defend. But now I'm feeling like
just changing it up.
Black's going for a more balanced playstyle. Like we can block for a little bit, but once we get our big hitters out, man, you're done. Like it's too late. You can't find a way around my little monsters that can block everything. You're not finding a way around my big hitters.
Right, I agree. Okay, so another one. We're not going to go over too much. I want to also talk about the BT6 Meta. But like the last card we're gonna go over is on October 21st. It was Magnamon was announced. It's a blue yellow.
Yep.
Eat 'em up, eat 'em up. Let's talk about it.
Oh yeah, it has play
Yeah.
cost of 7,000 DP. Digivolves from a level 3 yellow or a level 3 blue Digimon, level 4 with blue, and that is blue and yellow. And it can Digivolve from a Vmon. There's a lot of them. For play cost of 3. It has blocker and it has armor release. So that's going to be really cool. That's going to be really annoying, but that's going to be really cool for a blocker to have armor release or armor purge.
Yeah.
And it has when Digivolving, unsuspend this Digimon, and until the end of your opponent's next turn, this Digimon gains 2,000 DP for each armor type card in your trash. So it can become the buffest blocker in the world for like one turn.
I
like that.
The cool thing too that I saw a lot of people talk about when it comes to Magnamon, is the fact that it could be in a Rookie Rush deck now.
Yeah, put it on top of everything.
Bro.
Dude, they're really making Ricky Rush way more annoying than they need to. They had Digimon, they got this guy. Come on.
If it's yellow, you gotta all immediately just say, "Is that Ricky Rush?" Like you gotta say under your breath, like, "Is that Ricky Rush?"
Yo.
Oh no! What's going to be happening now is just going to be like, like Bandai saying like, "Oh, you guys thought Ricky Rush is dead? Oh, you thought you guys were done?
Sure.
Nah.
Totally.
It's like, nah, man, you guys ain't done yet.
Joking, right?
You got more to do.
Yo,
yeah, dude.
If you put this guy inside of like McDonald's, because I feel like you could probably put him in. It'd be weird though.
I mean,
he's yellow.
But you know.
I'm like, would you still call it McDonald's or would you call it like Subway or something like
that? Wait,
because like
it had to be yellow and blue.
I mean, I get that, yeah, but like I'm like, what other restaurants can you think of that's yellow and blue? I was about to say Jack in the Box, but that's not true.
White Castle.
White Castle.
Oh yeah, that's no wait, that's like you can make it up, yeah.
Yo, Sonics.
Oh yeah, that makes more sense.
That makes more sense. Sonics.
Oh, yeah,
Dang.
It's pretty fast too. Yeah, that's it.
It has to be fast.
You heard it here first. Sonics.
Like,
and I know Buki was excited. This though, like Buki. Quick question for you, bro. How happy did you feel? Did you feel like when you finally saw Managermon have a car? Have a card? Because I know this is one of your favorite Digimon.
How excited was I when I found out he had a card?
Yep.
Well, I wasn't surprised he was gonna have a card because the way it's going, they're gonna have every real night. But to answer the question, 15 out of 10.
Oh yeah, dude.
100%. Like literally, dude.
I can ever say.
I remember watching not the very first Digimon movie. No, it was the first Digimon movie because they combined both. Yeah, I remember watching the first Digimon movie, and when he showed up, bro, Vmon was my ride or die. When he showed up, man, I was like, sheesh. Yeah, that's always out of style, but I'm bringing it back.
Yeah, you're right. Don't worry,
that was lit, man. It was lit. I loved it.
Okay, guys, I want to now. Okay, so by the way, again, if you've been watching from my point of view, I've been like scrolling throughout this entire page. There's a lot. There's a lot of rares, uncommons, commons that have been released. And like by all means, go in the description, check it out for yourself. And now we're going to talk about the Set 6 EN meta. Well, English meta, yeah, but mainly just Europe and what is that? Latin America. So we're going to go over that now. And we're going to look at the first one was the October 23rd, the Latin America Grand Prix.
Yep.
So first place was Jorge Antonio Vera. Congratulations.
Jorge Antonio Vera.
I don't know how to pronounce his name. He topped with Bond of Friendship though. It was pure Bond of Friendship too. When I mean pure, by the way, just preface. When I say pure Bond of Friendship, there's also the variant of Ancient Gurumon. So it's Bond of Friendship mixed with Ancient Gurumon. So there's just like another backup, like level of high level Digimon that can swing multiple times. Blah 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 blah.
Yep.
And it came in first place. It had a lot of like cool
Gabumon
staples.
Everywhere.
Yeah, Gabumon everywhere. Corjamon. So Corjamon meaning the All Force Digimon structure deck is going to be really necessary, especially if you want to get the blue memory boost. Or is like wait for America, isn't it like the memory boost cards? Isn't there like a pack inside of the structure deck or something? I can't remember.
Oh yeah. So like in every starter deck or structure deck now for the new ones for blue and red, you now get the memory boost cards now.
Right. So it's just like one of them, one of each.
I think it's one of each color.
Right.
In those, and then I believe that's what it is. I got to more research on that.
If you want the generic memory boost, the blue, yellow, blah 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 blah, you need to buy a structure deck. If you just want the ones that have the fancier names, then you need to buy the set. Yeah. Because like Holly memory boost is in set 6, so you got to.
Yep. And
what were you saying?
And also, if you buy a box, you get the other Gabumon too. The one that lets you search for Tamers, like top 5 to find a Tamer.
There is a lot
which I think
of promos.
Yep.
There's a lot of it's a lot of good reasons to like buy actual booster boxes.
Makes me glad. Makes me glad we bought a case.
Yeah, they haven't sent us the money back, so I'm hoping that they're still.
You guys bought a case?
Yeah, for set 6. I mean, it got pushed back like 5 times, but
and I missed it.
Like, this is the only time, right? Okay, second place was also is this? Yeah, this is Spider Fresh. Okay, cool.
Yep, that's another one. We got 2 now.
Third place was BL Starmon with a yellow
security
core.
Oh, security control. Bielsa.
Yeah, BL Starmon security control with a yellow core. Instead of, so you can make, I think you can make BL Starmon 3 ways. You can have it with the purple core, which I usually prefer. I like purple more. So you can have the BL Starmon security control with the purple core. You can have it with the yellow, which is what you guys are seeing on the screen right now, and then you can have it with black. So.
Yep. Or you're right. Or there's 3 Musketeers too. There's 3 Musketeers too.
There's also 3 Musketeers. Like that's a whole thing. I was thinking the same thing.
Oh, you can just. Oh, you mean like having all of them? Period.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, because that version was doing well in Japan for a while.
Right.
It has a lot of gimmicks. I like it though.
I mean, like I like it. The yellow core just focuses on like adding stuff back to security.
I don't like that.
Tactical retreat can just be like
Are you still hurt by yellow, Fluky?
Am I still hurt by yellow, bro? I got bruises. I got scars, man.
That makes sense.
And you be fine. Shane Grandmon's still waiting for you at set 7. He's been asking about you. He's like, "Hey, yo, man, where's Spooky at, man? I've been dying to see him again."
Yeah, he moved to Texas.
Man, get him out of here.
Oh, Scott. Oh wait, I probably shouldn't.
Check you, man.
All right, we're just only gonna look at the top 3. Then we're gonna look at Europe's Grand Prix that happened on October 31st.
Okay.
The DC Grand Prix. I like that. That sounds lit.
I can't remember why the DC is there, but
I'm wondering the same thing. Digimon cards.
I know the reason why. I just can't remember the name off the top of my head.
Same here.
Washington DC was.
I think it was based off of a convention, though. Or
that makes sense.
No, like Gen Con was the first one where they had these, but I know DC had another. I know there's another reason why I said DC.
Digimon card game Grand Prix.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Okay,
I said that.
Was it?
Oh, Digimon card.
My bad, Fookie. My bad.
Digimon card Grand Prix.
Wait, there's a 4-way tie.
Oh, he's right, dude. Yeah, dude. Holy crap! I didn't notice that.
Stefan Barbula. I can't. I'm sorry.
Barbulovic.
If Stefan is watching this, I apologize. I can't pronounce your name.
Watch it be Stefan.
Technically, there was a tie, but Stefan got the first place, and it was Black. What is it called? Black Royal Knights, or is it Holy Knights, or is it Royal Knights?
Royal Knights.
It'd be Royal Knights over here.
Okay.
Yeah, it'd be Royal Knights.
Yeah, Black Royal Knights. I'm telling you, Black's doing better now that it has, more options other than just block. What were you saying?
5 Royal Knights. I was about to say they have 5 Royal Knights in this deck.
Yeah, it's great, man.
Actually, wait, do we count Omnimon's work as a Royal Knight?
No. It's just Alphamon and then.
Actually, if you look in the card text, he is a Royal Knight. He is.
I was about to say he's
All
technically
the rest of
Omnimon.
too. Yeah, they're all Omnimons are Royal Knights.
I was making sure. I'm like, he may be a
Even the
virus
biggest one too.
buster. Not a virus buster, but a virus dude. But yeah.
Ultimate Flare
all the Royal Knights.
Ultimate Flare gets on my nerves so much. Ultimate Flare is the reason I keep playing promo Patamon in my Lord Nightmon decks.
I mean, shoot, man, we gotta do some time because, like, you got Ultra Flare. Oh, just cute, Patamon.
Dude, like, okay,
he's brushed off like what?
For set 5, it was like the local that I went to and all that. He was like, Ultimate Flare. And I was like, okay. And he's like, oh, don't you get rid of your rookies? I was like, no, these have play costs of 4 and 5, bro. And I swung with the rookie that had a 3 cost. So I was like, okay, cool, you die anyway. Like,
read your cards, fam. Read the cards.
Yeah, you can see Patamon and Bushakumon just like brush off their shirts and be like, okay. What was that, guys? He's like,
hurt off your shoulder.
Yeah, y'all tripping, man. So, I don't leave.
And he's like, so we're yes, go.
Second place was Commandramon, right? Wait, yeah, this is Commandramon.
Let me see.
Yeah.
Yep, it's Deep Brigade Charge.
Man, I'm telling you, dude, Black's coming back with vengeance.
And
then,
and then third was Bond. third is Bond of Friendship, and this is the Antigarurumon variant, yeah. Where you also play the promo Lobomon and then Antigarurumon, so that you can have just another way to end games instead of just resulting only to Rookie Rush.
Bond of Lobomon.
I'm telling you, Dev, man, we got we gotta go to the locals with Bond decks, bro.
Yeah, and just get on people's nerves. I mean, I already get on people's nerves, but now I'm gonna get on their nerves more because it's like now it's my favorite Digimon, so I'm never gonna stop playing it.
So I have to see that movie. Still gotta finish it.
I gotta find it. I don't know. Like last. Wait, was it last? Final.
Last
Dance.
Final Evolution. Final Evolution.
Final Evolution.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, Last Evolution.
Last Dance. Michael Jordan appears playing Digimon.
Yeah, dude. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, dude.
I didn't know he was in this movie. He's also in Demon Slayer. Who knew? Like,
so all I know is for the Last Evolution, if you want to watch that movie, there's a bunch that lead up to it. So you got to watch those to make everything make sense. Because if you go straight to Last Evolution, it makes 0 sense.
It makes 0 sense at all. Okay.
Yeah, because there's like characters they introduce and stuff. It's an ordeal.
I'm surprised I don't see Jess. Oh wait, Jessmon's in 6th place. Never mind. I was like, where is Jessmon? Oh wait. Yeah, no, man. Like, see, set 6 is looking like, the competitive colors, the viable colors right now in set 6 are looking like, black, red, blue, and yellow still. I don't see any green decks.
Oh, not at all.
Yeah,
like,
green
might be taking a hiatus for this set.
Yeah, I see purple coming around too. Like you scroll down, you see like a Lobomon loop. Coming around the corner.
Loop. Yeah.
Yeah, they ain't doing too much, but they're still staying in the top rankings. Top 8.
Oh, that's a really cool thing because that Genkakumon promote has Rush. So now if you bring it back with Zord, it just has Rush. You don't get the secondary effect, but that doesn't matter when a level 4 just has Rush.
Yep. And I'm still happy about the part that that even though it got 9th place, you still see Bond of Bravery just showing up a little bit too. And it's like, oh, so one of my favorite decks get to have fun too.
Yeah, you're right. I still got to make Roxy's. Like I'm just impatient.
He's killing trees out here, boys. He's killing trees out here.
Yeah, I don't like them. They just keep looking at me the wrong way.
I don't like. They don't have like cardboard on them. They don't have like pretty art. So
yeah, they're made out of it. That's the problem. That's the problem. They keep looking at my backpack and they're like, "Oh my gosh, she's a murderer." Like, yeah, I am.
It's a massacre.
It's a massacre in that backpack.
And Home Mother Nature just come back to beat us up later.
Yeah,
too late for that, bud.
I want that. I want to walk outside and have like 5 trees jump me because I play card games.
It was like, what?
You show you. That was my child.
He didn't recycle.
He won me $100. I don't care.
And you wake up in the hospital like, wait, what happened? And you just see trees way outside like, oh, Devin, come on and play. And you're just like,
splinters everywhere. Don't know where they've been.
Got like 5 splinters in like my forehead for no reason. They were just aiming for the forehead for some weird reason. I'm telling you, dude. Don't like trees. Every card
Yeah,
game player can't be like a full on like tree hugger, dude. Because you just
They
gotta
can't.
look at the tree and just gotta be like, dang, I'm failing you. Like,
See, now that we're talking about that, like recycling and everything, I wonder if they will ever make premium cards, like promos, out of recycled like cardboard or trees or something.
oh, dude,
That'd be lit, dude. That'd be lit.
we lit. This
it
one
would
looks
be,
recycled.
but
Has a recycle
it's gonna
stamp
cost
on it.
it's gonna cost card game a lot of money though to do that.
That's why I said promos.
I'm
why I
not
said
saying every
promos.
card now, right?
Yeah, bro, that'd be a little bit much.
I don't throw away my Digimon cards. I haven't thrown away in a single Digimon card yet because I keep saying to myself, I can either give this to a new player or I can just use these as proxies, and both have been right. Like I don't know, like both have been right. I'm
I feel
serious. Like I've
No,
given
you're right.
out
You're right.
like a ton of set one special booster 1.0, 1.5 to some of our team members and stuff and everything, and just like newer people. Like I haven't thrown away a card unless it's extremely damaged so
Mm-hmm.
far. And even
And
for all the people listening, I really encourage the same thing to you guys as well. Please just give away cards. Don't throw them in the trash immediately.
yep, we're trying to build a community here. Like if you think you need a card anymore, you think you're journeying with that card, or those cards are done, you might just give them to someone else who can probably use them for something better.
Right. I know at the beginning of the podcast we were talking about, you know, everything taking a long time. Delays have been happening. North America's still in set five. Again, it sucks, but at the same time, we can deal with it. It's not like the game is just is dying.
Right.
Although
We've been through worse.
people are screaming bloody murder online and on social media, it's not that deep.
It
We-
isn't.
We've been through worse. We've been through a lot worse. Like a delay between 1.0 and 1.5. That was a long way. That was a very long way.
Right.
We all forgot about it. It was like almost half a year but we
But
didn't
the
even get
important
that.
part is, remember how you just said, yeah, we forgot about it? Similar to this situation, as soon as we're in BT7, we're going to forget about this. And that's
Mm-hmm.
the biggest thing. Is like, I've seen a lot of people upset because it's like, oh, I still got to deal with Lord Nightmon, so I'm taking a break. Well, okay. There's been this, not, I don't want to say new, but I recently found this one digituber that also just says, how to make videos of like how to beat this deck, how to beat this deck if you're having trouble. And that series has been really cool. I can't remember his name, but shout out to that guy. I might try to have like an eye icon, but for his like how to beat Lord Nightmon video.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, if you're losing to Lord Nightmon every 5 seconds, and if you're losing to anything, if you're losing to this one specific deck every 5 seconds, maybe you can do something to do research or figure out
Right.
the rulings and figure out the magic numbers, this, that, and the other. But if you're playing casually, it shouldn't matter that much to you.
Right. And also another thing too, you can always ask the players at your locals who have had a little more experience or even had Lord Nightmare decks, and ask them about like, hey, what can you do this? What can you do that? Like there's always players around you can always ask and just try to get a lowdown like, hey, what can I do? What should
Right.
I do?
Like
How
phrase
can
the
I be better
question.
at that?
Yeah, phrase the question of not, don't ask them, how do I beat your deck? But be like, hey, how did you delete that level 6? Blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I swung with this and then played Nightmon and then Digivolved into Slash, right? Something like
Yeah.
that, right? But don't be like, oh, how do I beat that deck? I hate that deck so much. You're not going to get any information out of anybody like that.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, I'm not like, it's like everybody's been going like bloody murder. I hate Lord Nightmon. I'm taking a break. I'm leaving the game. Da 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 da. But in
Right.
reality, that happens for every meta deck. It happened for Omnimon. It happened for Blue Green Rookie Rush.
Yep.
Uh,
And
happens everywhere.
and also like before, like a lot of people say like, oh, I'm just going back to Yu-Gi-Oh or Pokemon, something like that.
Right.
Everyone gotta remember though too, like, because like I'm a Yu-Gi-Oh player too. Yu-Gi-Oh was pretty stale for the format for a very good while, because the fact there was like too many new decks that could like compete with the old decks like that. So
Yeah.
it's like at every point, there's always going to be a format or a deck that's going to feel like steal some of that. And and you feel like your journey with Digimon's done, then okay. But I will just say, like, heads up though too. There's other card games that are like that a little bit right now too. It's just gonna have to like be like, just take time, relax, do what you gotta do. You need to take a break, take a break. But I do recommend, like, if you're trying to get back in the game, like a set 6, at least like keep up with the game a little bit, keep up with like the meta, like that, because like the meta is still changing, even though it doesn't seem like it's changing too much because Lord and I everywhere. But the meta is still changing. Our different decks are topping. Like there was a black deck that topped. Like what was it, black and yellow rookie burst that
It
top.
was like
There's
Command
new purple
Dramon
decks.
yellow. Yeah, Command Dramon with a splash of yellow.
Yep, and there's Don Debbie, there's Kick Control. There's a lot of decks that have been topping and like that. It's just like everyone's just focused like on the one thing, Lord Knight.
I feel like it's
But
like they're focusing on what's at their locals.
Mhm.
Because a lot of this keeps coming down to, at my locals, I experience these decks because almost every local has a different meta. If I go to my local that's in Novi, NYGN, 5 times out of 10, I'm going against a security control player. And like, again, it's just like one of those things that I had to learn how to beat it because again, there was
Right.
a lot of people playing security control. But again,
Yep.
it's like you need to learn how to beat it.
Yep.
You just can't automatically beat it.
Right, because like no deck is unstoppable. Like every deck has a weakness. Like
If there was a tier
like, even
0 deck, it would have got hit.
Yep. Because
Green.
like that's happened with Green.
Yeah.
Yeah, Green is a great example of that. Because like Green was definitely gonna be tier 0 over here. Just when Argamon got hit, and like a lot of people are saying like, "Oh, bring out Argamon," and I'm just thinking like, I'm not sure about that. We need another good power crop. Like something for every deck to do to stop that, and then he can come back.
Right.
Because
I mean, like the people who are just like, bring back Argomon to 4 and this, that, and the other, all that jazz, right? A lot of people who are saying that are just upset that in BT6 Green doesn't do that much. But in BT7 we'll be fine. And then, like, again, if you're playing Green, then you might as well play the new Blue-Green Imperial Dramon structure deck, and just try to have fun with that. And but I digress, right? It's just, again, we can say like, oh, it does suck that we don't have BT6 yet. I'm not saying that. It's just there's the extremes that people are going to because they don't have BT6, and I just feel like people should tune that out.
Just have fun with the game as much as you guys can. To be honest, like the game is definitely like the game's not perfect, but it's still a lot of fun.
If there was a
and
tier
still
0,
some things you just enjoy with it.
Yeah.
Yep.
And like that's the biggest thing. If there was a tier 0, it would have got hit by now. So
exactly.
I don't think people should sling that term around of this deck is tier 0, this deck is tier 0. You don't see me doing it in my thumbnails or YouTube videos. I'm just saying. I don't know.
Right.
Honestly.
Right. And also one more thing too that I do want to bring up. Also, if you're you're the type of player who's like been playing with a deck for a long time and like you're starting to like get more nervous about Lord and Night and stuff like that, trust in your skill as a player. There's definitely a way any deck can win. You just have to believe in the fact that like how much you learn, how much you know from your experiences, and grow more as a player through that. Like just have fun with the game. Don't let it ruin your whole attitude about the card game for other players like that. Just have fun with it. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy the game.
Yeah, man.
Also, if you find yourself ever getting tilted, because like that happens, people get frustrated because of things they can't control, or maybe they can't control them. Just walk away, take a deep breath for a couple minutes, and like maybe do something else, then come back to it later.
Yeah.
All right. Don't ruin the game for yourself, and obviously don't ruin the game for other people. It's not worth it.
Okay, we're going to end it on a good note and talk about that. We are going to call it quits. This has been probably a long episode already. Hopefully you guys can learn from our decent advice.
Yeah, and our random talking, because we did get off topic a few times. I noticed.
At least
that's what podcasts are about, to be honest.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I'm not tripping. I'm just glad that I have a video to upload. It's been like 2 weeks or something since my last one, so like.
Back in my
I
day,
just needed something, man. I needed content.
Back in my day, DevsUtopia used to
once a week. I was like, that's a lie. Like
that's a lie. Why are you capping?
That's
on
capping,
me?
bruh. Like
I don't know. I'm getting old. I'm I'm getting in my old times.
In the olden times, DevsUtopia used to upload every Friday, and I'll stop you right there. That's cap. I think you were talking about Zenitsu or something. That wasn't me.
I think you saw me every Friday because you forgot about the actual upload that was a month ago.
You saw me in like other people's videos or something, or like in a tournament,
Probably.
but you haven't seen me upload every Friday. Trust me.
Exactly.
But thanks for sticking around to the end of the podcast and everything. Really excited for everything in the future for Digimon. And yeah, have a nice day. Peace.
Peace.
Later, guys.